Okay. Questions on the homework?
13.
Start time?
I don't know why that was so hard, but it looks so easy. I think it's just like small mistakes where I'm getting confused. Your air filter is low.
Alright, look alive, look alive.
What are you?
Alberto, take your earbuds out, please. Can we take some notes? Thanks, dude.
Oh, I just.
Come on, come on.
They weren't gonna let him cut his height down because it's so long. So they just
It's loading real slow.
they cut him off a little bit. I guess you could say. He was 0.8 ounces.
13?
But it's like really easy, but
It's like really easy, but
I just don't know. Like I made a small mistake.
let's see what it is. Oh, excuse me. Okay. Alright, so Peyton, what's the first step you want to take here?
Find the what's it called? The common. Wait, don't you take out like 2?
Yeah, see if there's a common factor, and you want to take that out first. So if you take out the 2, you're gonna get 2r squared minus 11r plus 5, right? So if you want to try to factor this, I can already see that 2 and the 5, those are prime numbers, but 2 times 5 is also 10. So I think I want to multiply, sorry, I should have that, yeah, out here. No, that can't be it, huh? It's got to be 1 times 5. So 1, 5 here, and then 2r here. Because 2 times 5 will give me 10, and then the ones on the inside will give me the other one that I need. Okay, and then they'll both be negative in this case. So I'm just going to double check that because I'm just trying stuff. So 2r times r does give me r squared. Negative 10 minus 1 more gives me 11r, and then negative negative gives me a positive, so it's good to go. Okay. Somebody not think it's cold yet? Am I the only one?
You're the only one. It's freezing outside.
I love
The highest
I
like
love the
60
weather right now.
something.
This is amazing.
Oh yeah, look at hold it.
This isn't cold, huh? This is great. I love it. My little girl, though, she doesn't want to play. This is how bad it is for her, though. She doesn't want to go play outside. You know, in the morning, the kindergarten, she's like, no, Daddy, I'll stay in the cafeteria. Yeah, she's been doing that for like a week and a half. I'm like, really? I'm like, what are you talking about? It's freaking amazing.
But when you're like that young, it's
Yeah,
really awkward.
and then her skin is like so sensitive and thin and
Kid.
yeah. Yeah, I guess you're right. Yeah, we got a little dog. He was like a little infant. He was like 1 by 1. Yeah, and he like when you even open up like the freezer, he like. Got your little rat. Okay, cool. So we got that. Any other questions you guys want me to answer? 16? Let's see. Something good so I can get stuck. Oh, this looks like I might get stuck.
Let me see if I can get stuck today.
I like it, because then I get to do math. That's the fun part for me. If you can always just get straight to the answer, it's not fun, right? It's like this
That's the
again.
best part. What are you talking about?
No, it's not. That's not math. That's all right. So common factors. Do they have common factors? I don't see a common factor. Do you guys see a common factor? Can't be 2. Can't be 3. So let's see here. Oh man, this is gonna be toughy. So we need to factor. So I'm gonna start with my trial and error. Is that cool with you guys? So I need to start with the 20s. I can go obviously 1 times 20, 2 times 10, 4 times 5. Is that all of them? That's the only way to get 20, right?
Yeah.
And then for 18, 118, 2 9, 6 3 times 6. That's it, right? All right. So what I want to do is first test one set here with one set over there. Which ones do you guys want to pick? What do you guys want to try?
120 and 2 9.
120 and 2 9. 120 and 2 9. Okay, so 120 and 2 9. Like that? Okay. So let's see here. Outside is going to be 9. Inside's going to be 40. So if I have 40 and 9, if I add them, I get 49. If I subtract them, I'm going to get 31, which is not what I'm looking for. Which is not what I'm looking for. And obviously, if I switch the 2 and the 9, this is going to get hella crazy, right?
Yeah.
So it can't be that one. Okay. So let's try. So can anybody see a relationship in there somewhere? Maybe the 4 5 3 6. 4 5 3 6. This would give me 24 and 15. Oh, that was beautiful. That was just a guess. It really was. But I'm trying to look at where numbers are going to be closer to getting me something in the 39s. Okay. So looks like that's the method there. I'm going to put b squared here, b squared there. This last number is a positive, which means both of these signs are either going to be positive or they're both going to be negative. And in this case, they're both going to be negative. And we're good to go.
Mr. Harmonia,
Yeah.
you marked me absent.
Right now?
Yeah.
What?
I just got a notification.
Oh my goodness, I'm sorry. I don't know what else. Oh, I know what I did. That was good. That was good. Pearl. I was trying to mark Pearl absent. There we go. All right, well, I just fixed it.
Thank you.
All right, what else you guys want to see? Which one? 15. Why is that open? 15. Come on. Let's go to 15. Okay. Okay. Same idea, right? Let's see here. 1 times 20, 2 times 10, 4 times 5. This one's nicer because there's only a couple of options here. So maybe 3 times 5 and 4 times 2, that's 8. That might be too big, huh? Oh, touche. I went 20, didn't I? So I'm going to do this one because I'm already trying to do the math in my head, if you see it. So I'm going, this is going to be 8, and that's going to be 15, right? 15 and 8. That's 23, isn't it? So it looks like that's going to be the set. So 4q squared with the 2t, right? And then the 4q squared with the 3t. That's positive, which means they're both going to have to be negatives.
And one will be a 5.
What? What did I do?
0 2 fourths.
Oh, my bad. Thanks.
It's alright, bro.
And this should not be squared. That should just be Q. There you go. Okay. What happened?
Nothing. I was just,
Sighing?
no, I was just trying to breathe.
Trying to what?
Nothing.
Oh.
It's Friday. Oh
Wow.
my gosh.
Wow.
Nothing gets by you.
You're definitely.
No, I'm really glad too because next week's only 2-day week.
Yes!
Next week's only what?
2 days, Monday and Tuesday.
Are you serious?
Yeah, we're off Monday, Wednesday, Thursday. Monday,
Wednesday,
Wednesday.
Thursday, Friday.
I can't even. I don't know my
I have my
or my days of the
next
week.
week. Or
I have Saturday.
We're off Wednesday, Thursday, Friday.
Wait.
So it's like having a week off, right? Except for the weekend.
Hey, it's 5 days off.
Wait, what for? Why do we have
Turkey, bro.
Oh yeah, that's true.
I asked the same thing and everyone's like, are you stupid?
Whoa.
I was like, I forgot.
No, I just don't care too much, right? I'm thankful every day.
No, I like
Thank you very much.
forgot. Like completely.
I'm thankful every day. No, I just. Thanksgiving's so great holiday.
I really do.
It really is.
I'm sorry.
Everyone just goes on Friday right afterwards. So
I love
Thanksgiving's not a good day. That's when you gain extra pounds, man.
Hell.
I know. I have to fight on that.
I know, same. It's food. I don't care.
Thanksgiving is an excuse for gluttony.
Food
Like,
is
you know, anybody ever like
bomb.
eat, you know you're not supposed to eat that much, but you're still gonna eat it?
I don't need an
Honestly,
excuse for that.
Yeah, I'm just gluttonous, period.
It makes me excited. Like I love food that much.
And what I don't like about turkey is once you are done, I just want to nap. It's like so sleepy. It makes you bloated
Yeah.
because you eat so much of it.
Turkey makes me bloated.
It's not bloated, it's swollen. Is that all the questions, guys?
Yeah.
Yeah? No, 16, 17? 17.
Ew.
Right?
Ah!
Ew.
This one's factored by grouping, so you're going to want to group those, okay? And actually, let's see how. Let's see here. This one's a little cray. This one's a lot of cray. I'm going to group the first one and the third one together. Okay? Because I can already just see them, that there's going to be something in common here. X to the fifth minus x plus 8x to the fourth minus 8. So as I look at this, so I'm going to, here, I should actually do something like this. 8x to the fourth, I'll rewrite it. So 8x to the fourth minus 8. Looking at this left side, I'm going to factor out an x, which will leave me with x to the fourth minus 1. Plus, factoring out an 8, I'm going to get x to the fourth minus 1. You see that? Now, both of those have the x to the fourth minus 1 in common. So I'm going to factor that out. So this will give me x to the fourth minus 1. And then what they'll have left is the x from the front and the plus 8 from the right. Okay? Now, we're not actually done at that point. Excuse me. Because if you look at this bottom one, this one, the blue part, that's actually the difference of squares. Okay, so I can actually, this is going to get factored quite a few more times, I think. Because this can be factored as x squared plus 1, x squared minus 1, and then of course the last part, which is x plus 8. Correct? Now I want to bring your vision to this middle one here, which is again the difference of squares. Okay? So here's what we've got. We've got, this one is x squared plus 1. That's going to become x plus 1, x minus 1, and then finally x plus 8. Now, can I factor the first one because it's the sum of squares?
No. No. Yes.
No.
No, you can't. You can't do some squares.
You can't factor the sum of squares. So at that point, I'm done. At that point, what else do you want to do? You want to go and get those zeros for me?
What's the unicorn? Oh, no.
YOLO, that's the
Oh,
motto.
it's a house key. Like a legit
No, it's a mailbox.
Kids work out short.
I am now present in never not present. I'm always
No, it's always
Just kidding. I'm not always here. Are you trying to like read people's minds?
No.
You can. There's
I'm just wondering how they can be having so much fun doing math. I want to know so I can tell everybody else to do it. I do, but they don't seem to be the ones doing it. I want to know what's on the cell phone that's so entertaining that's mathematical, because I want to do it. You see what I'm saying?
I get it.
I want to do that math too. They're having fun. I'm going to have twice as much.
You probably would.
Yes. Math.
They have like a Twitter page where it says they did the math, and it's like people will say something dumb like I've seen that movie 8,000 times. They when they like calculate how many times they'd actually have to watch the movie and for how long it would take them to watch
That
it.
sounds fun. What's it called?
They did the math.
They did the math.
Let's watch it.
I'm not even gonna lie to you. I think I sat on that page for like 20 minutes because I was so entertained by it.
All right, cool.
I could follow it.
Anything else you guys want to see from the homework?
Can we watch a math movie?
No, we're gonna finish. We're gonna watch math lecture. Let's finish up this chapter then.
I know.
Here we go. Hip hip hooray! Hip hip hooray! Hip hip hooray!
That's how you teach them.
Yeah, fair.
That's what I get for teaching preschool.
Oh.
Like hip, hip, or
Hip, 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 hip,
Do you
hip, hip,
No.
hip.
Hip hip hooray! My favorite one was the rocket. Do you ever do the rocket? Firecracker? Put your hands like this.
Oh God.
Put your hands like this, everybody. And then you're gonna count to 3, 2, 1, and then you're gonna shoot off. So you go 3, 2, 1. Shh. And everybody just goes shh. Yeah.
that looks like it'd be up the
And, but when everybody does it, it's cool. Like we call it fireworks or rockets, whatever. When you go do them, they pop.
It looks like it'd be something off a Thriller.
I really feel like teaching little kids would be a lot more fun than teaching high schoolers, just because you can do stuff like that.
There's
They
some
both
bad
have their
kids.
advantages,
There's some
but they're the same.
horrible
I
kids.
mean, you can't really talk to kindergartners.
I just don't have to remind you to go use the potty.
Just go.
You got
You're not wrong.
Oh, do you have to help kids too? Did you have to help kids?
No. Hallelujah.
I thought the rule was for kindergarten is that you had to be potty trained.
Preschool.
Kindergarten. It's not preschool.
I thought you had to be potty trained for preschool too.
Yeah,
Because
but
before
They're
you get to
young,
my
though.
kids,
It's not
you had to
childcare.
be.
they said
In Head
it.
Start,
They had it. No. The only thing is that they had to be able to take themselves to the bathroom. That's what we meant by potty training preschool. So
Like they have to
they weren't wearing
potty.
diapers, but we're changing diapers all day. So we can help them wipe their booties or whatever.
No.
Like the
Anyways, let's get through this. Have some awesome homework here. Solving equations by factoring. So learn and use the zero factor property is the first objective. Second objective is solve applied problems that require the zero factor property. So it's going to be all about the zero factor property. Right, Alberto?
Yep.
There's no taking time. Close your laptops, please. Okay, so let's learn and use the zero factor property. Here is your zero factor property. And this should make sense. Think about this. If two numbers have a product of 0, right? Like I take two numbers and I multiply them and their product is 0, what can you tell me about A or B? One of the two is 0, right? Does that make sense? So it could be either A that's 0 or it's B that's 0. Make sense? Awesome. That is the zero product property. So difficult. Alright?
So what?
I would chill.
It's so difficult.
Okay, so here we go. For example, in this case, we have this equation up here, and it's really the product of two binomials, right? We can still think about it as, oh, this is A and that's B. So the question is, what is the value of X?
0.
No, not here. What we need to do is think about, okay, well, if I want to know what X is, how would 8X plus 3 equal 0? How would it equal 0? Well, I can solve this equation, can't I? Now, does everyone understand why I wrote this equation? Because I'm posing the question here. How does 8x plus 3 equal 0? What would x have to be for this to be true? So I would go minus 3, kick it old school, right? Yay, math. That means that x would have to be negative 3/8. And it should make sense. So if I take 8 times x plus 3 and I plug in this number, what am I expecting to get? 0, right? So let's see if it works. Oh, 8 over 8 is 1. Negative 3 plus 3 is
0.
math. So I just found one possible solution to what x could be.
Oh.
Does that make sense? Now, the other case, though, the other scenario is where this one's not the 0, but maybe this one's the 0. Okay? So I can ask myself the question, how would it be that 2x plus 1 equals 0? Well then, can everybody see that's going to be negative half? Opposite of that divided by that, minus 1 minus 1, that's going to be gone, so I get 2x equals negative 1. I'm going to divide both sides by 2, which means that x could be, a negative 1/2. So now I can go to the top and I can say, hey, the solutions for x are negative 3/8 and the negative 1/2. Questions here? Got it? He's nice. That is really cool idea, right? So we just solved that factoring and just solving simple linear equations. Algebra 1. You are. But we took some skills that we're learning right now in 5, and we're able to break it down to smaller steps so that we don't have issues with it. Okay? Any questions here? Can I move on?
Yeah.
Please do it. Boom. All right. Here. Well, it's still the same thing, and we already checked them. Okay. Quadratic equation. Hopefully you guys have already seen this. You should have seen this. You saw it in algebra. You probably saw it in 8th grade, algebra 1, 3, 4, wherever you're going to be. This is the way we write our quadratic equations. It's in the form of a, b, c, right? So ax squared plus bx plus c, and that's equal to 0. So if we do have a quadratic equation, big one here. A cannot be equal to 0. Okay? Please know that this is called the standard form. There's going to be other things that we do later on which manipulate them, which have different names, like the point slope. Sorry, the vertex form. What am I thinking? Not algebra 1. The vertex form. Can I get rid of this slide now? Alright, cool. Too much work. Let's do this, okay? They want us to solve this equation. What I'm going to do is actually make this harder for myself. 3x squared minus x minus 4 is equal to 0. So what I did is I turned it into a quadratic in standard form. Yeah? And now what I'm going to do is factor it. I know because 3 is prime, this is going to have to go 3x and x. Correct? And then in order to get this 1 in here, I'm going to have a 4 and a 1 here. Now this is negative, which means one's positive, one's negative. Which one is the negative? The bigger one, the bigger product. This is 3, this is 4, isn't it? So the bigger product is going to be the negative, the other is going to be positive. So I've factored it, and now I'm going to use that zero property rule to solve this quadratic. Okay, so in this case, This is x is going to equal 4/3, and x is going to equal -1. And I'm done. There's your two solutions for this quadratic equation.
X doesn't have to be the same.
Well, if it's quadratic, you might get two different things. And let me tell you, so you can see it visually, what we're talking about. And no, it doesn't have to be the same. What I'm telling you here is that x is a -1, right?
Yep.
So there's -1. And 4/3 is really like 1 and a little bit more, right? What's going to happen here, what do we get? -4? 1, 2, 3, 4. So here's what's going on. This is doing something like this. And what we're finding is where the line crosses the axis there. So it makes sense that you have two of them, right?
Yeah.
Now, will you always get two? No. You might get one solution, or you might get no solutions. Okay? You guys see why? There you see that obviously you can cross 2 times on the x-axis. That's when you get two solutions. Sometimes you might get a parabola that does this. Does that line ever cross the x-axis? No, so you get no solutions. Okay? And sometimes you might get a parabola that kind of just touches the line and pops back up. Like that. Okay? In that case, you get two solutions, but they happen to be the same number. Okay? Duplicity. Duplicity. Questions on this problem? We're good? All right, sweet. You try. Use my tricks. Use the tricks.
It's for kids.
What's the first thing tricks are for kids? Peyton, you got this? You look gothic, dude. Did anybody bother to check if this was a perfect square?
Wait. I'm over it. I knew how to. Lost interest.
Hey, when you see what?
Lost interest.
Why?
Sometimes, yeah.
Oh man,
I should have done all this crazy. I think.
did I do it? You did do it right. It's just you actually. I worked it all day. So there's no reason.
Well, that's why you need more practice. Then you'll notice it. Okay? Always check if they're perfect squares first. If not, then oh darn. I need to go kick it a little. I need to go 6.2, right? Now, did anybody get the same solution twice here? Okay, that's called duplicity. That just means you got the same solution twice. Okay, one solution happened twice.
I just gonna mix it with orange.
So this is that scenario where it touches the x-axis and it just bounces back up. Okay? Questions there? Anybody have questions on this problem? No? Listen to him. He's telling you the good stuff.
Dude, cane feels so long. Take me to cane.
What car?
We can walk.
Got it, Hudson?
Get that at 6 o'clock.
No, did I see my future?
I got that.
Okay, do this one. This one's actually easier than the last one.
So next Monday in class, are we doing the review quiz and then Tuesday's
Yeah, we'll do some work in class, and then we'll test on Tuesday.
How many questions is this?
I don't know.
In the break.
Huh?
I said in the break.
Or if you guys, because I actually let you guys decide what happens. Here's the other thing we can do, is we're done here. I can start the next chapter on Monday, Tuesday. That gives you the 5 days to study. No?
No, we don't do study.
You're right, I agree. I just want to give you guys a choice.
No, because I'll forget everything anytime.
What if we test Monday?
I'll pour all my stuff into the turkey.
No, I don't.
Okay, how many people started factoring out the common factor?
Thanksgiving is a diet.
Anybody started factoring out the common factor? What do they have in common? P, right? That would leave us with P plus 12 is equal to 0. Well, use your multiplication rule here. That means that P has to equal 0 by itself, right? Or P would have to be a negative 12. And you're done.
Got that? Sure. Sure. You should be a tutor. No, I don't like people. What? It just jumped straight to the answer on this one?
Huh?
So this one just jumped straight to answer. Why did it do that? How dare you? Alright, same idea here, guys. Here, if you factor out of 5, you're going to get 5 times x squared minus 16. Notice that that's the difference of squares. So that's going to conjugate x minus 4, x plus 4, which means that the answers are 4 and negative 4. 4 from here, negative 4 from here. What about this 5? Irrelevant. Okay, it's not a variable, which means it's nothing. 5 equals 0 is not a true statement, so we ignore that, okay? Don't worry about that 5. That 5 is nothing. Nothing! Without you. Darling, I love you. I'll always love you.
Ew.
That's Whitney Houston, man. That's awesome stuff.
Okay.
Mary.
Okay, solve this one.
Yes.
Try to solve this one.
No.
She made a new album.
Whitney Houston made a new album?
No, she's dead.
I want to say, what the heck happened?
Hey, Tupac did.
Whatever.
That's true.
Wait, what?
Tupac's
I
not
feel like
dead, though.
Tupac's alive.
No, he's not.
Elvis.
Didn't they say he like ran
Okay,
off
he's
to
kicking it with Biggie and Elvis. They're all on some island
They have
in Denmark.
They're like they're alive. No.
They are not.
He made more music when he was dead than when he was.
Well, he had volts and volts of music, like that was already there. Same thing with Michael Jackson.
Yeah,
He
they did
still
the same
has.
thing
They
with
still
him.
have all kinds of stuff in his vaults.
Michael Jackson.
They released
not-
another album,
What?
didn't they?
He's
From
cool,
him?
bro.
Didn't they make like another album from him whenever he passed away?
Yeah.
Like, they all make music.
The Tupac one I do like is the Rose That Grew from the Concrete. That one's good. It's not necessarily him. I think it's a lot of other people just interpreting his songs. It was like a poetry one, like so deep. Go Tupac.
Oh my god.
Britney Spears is awesome too.
She lip syncs them.
Does she now?
She's been
She
lip
was pop.
syncing.
Too high.
She's been lip syncing since like a couple years ago. She got caught during the awards. They like caught her.
Where's the boa?
In a second, she caught. Lip syncing.
She's crazy.
Who is?
Aren't we all?
It reminds me of my aunt. My aunt reminds me of her. My aunt's crazy.
Hey, do me a favor. Never introduce me to your aunt.
You're fine. Like I don't introduce her. She's cool, but she's the type of person who like if she knew someone was coming over to her
Hey,
house.
give me a second. Let me say this. I'm gonna call somebody to come do this one.
Oh.
So I'm gonna use that dojo. So get a solution, please.
I don't even know where to start.
It says solve, but what are we supposed to do?
Solve it for A.
Oh, just right now.
Solve it. Solve. Solve. Who told you? It's in my Goku. Oh, silly.
Is it literally really easy?
No, it's not. It's a little bit more complicated. What do you want to do? What I say? Make sure that it looks like a quadratic in standard form first. So what would you have to do? Those binomials got to go, don't they? Oh. Those binomials got to go. Go.
Wouldn't you? Would you solve those just like you would? No?
Thank you. Yeah, start with that. So a squared plus 4a minus 12 is equal to a minus 8. So a squared plus 3a minus 4 is equal to 0.
I forgot to remind you to fix the stuff in the system.
I
You
did
already
though.
did it.
I did. Thank you.
You say it, but no, you really remember? Yeah, I had a really big headache yesterday when I done it.
And that class wasn't helping. They were super loud.
Wait, what was it for?
Where'd you get a foot?
Where'd I get 4? 4a?
Follow this out. That's a squared, right? This is 6 minus 2, 4a, and then finally negative 12. Thank you for asking.
Now you got Britney Spears in my head. That's all good. I like Britney.
Some weird girl who like knew
I
about
ain't too
every
proud to
court
say
case.
it.
She was like telling me like she thinks it's in the birthday she listened to. Would you agree?
Yeah, he like did like karate and the same, except he literally just started at the school so many times.
Steve, what did you get? I got 8 equals 2.
Well, yeah, but they're like,
Doesn't work.
I was at the movies or something.
Was it?
You guys get it?
I don't know.
With who?
So A equals -4 and -1? +1. Thank you. Show you right. Got it? Yeah. So it's,
Oh.
I got it.
but you see how it started though? Wasn't so bad. Cool. Alright, let's see here. Blah, blah, blah. Try it. Go, 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 go,
What
go.
was the answer to
Well,
the
yeah,
question?
what
I
was
did
it?
it.
Oh, it was -1 and a +4? What? Four. +4, right?
How did I get?
Because you're gonna have to go. Let's see here. A. That has to be negative, so you're gonna have a 4 negative with a 1 positive equals 0. 0, not A. Which means that A is a -1 or a +4.
Hold on, I got it right.
Did I say it wrong? Okay. Thank you for correcting me.
Wow, I was really close.
That kind of feeling. Would you see how this works though? Cool beans.
Sure.
A. No sense.
Okay? Here we go. Next one. Try it. Go, go, go. Go, 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 go. Go, 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 go. This is actually a cubic function, guys. But I think you can still solve it. I couldn't tell from over here.
I asked Angela.
Always sleep.
I didn't know if you were asleep. I was gonna just.
No, I'm getting it. Yeah. I asked Angelo the other day if, because he was at the gym all night. I'm like, bro, you like sleep in class? He's like, no. I'm like, you sure you don't sleep in Munoz's? He's like, how do you know, bro?
He hasn't done it a lot this year. I have to give that to him. But last year, he used to hibernate, man. Like I told him one time, dude, just stand up. You know, I've never seen anybody fall asleep standing up. I had to take those words back.
Oh my, he just fell asleep.
Yeah, that's something Angela would do.
Like, man, you gotta have some balance there.
He eats in second hour.
He eats?
Starts,
Oh,
and then
sleeps in
he
second.
sleeps 20 minutes after.
So he's ready for my class then, so he's just freshly rested.
Yeah.
That's good.
Spencer was telling
He's
me how to be
excited.
passive aggressive yesterday, and like he was throwing trash on the table, and he was like, "And you're being sassy," and he was like taking pictures of me on his computer. I was really freaked out.
Yeah, you should told me. I
What?
would've called him out.
Yeah.
That's not okay.
I was like,
Spencer's a little. He's a little out there.
yeah.
Little. Spencer's a little. He entertains me very much. He's like
I haven't been
way
calling
out
him.
there.
He's really.
Wait, we don't really.
He sits right next to Angela. So
You guys met his little sister?
Doesn't she look
Chip off the old block.
exactly like him?
No.
Looks like his sister.
You could tell they're related,
Yeah, it
but
looks like a
The sisters look the same.
okay, I haven't seen him, but all right, cool. Here we go. Who's got this? Pay. Pay wage.
Hey, we sell a ball right now.
I was gonna go there last night, but it was too far.
What is it?
Pay wage.
It's a.
Like a Japanese? It's like a panda, but
It's way better.
not about better. It's not.
Don't doubt it.
What?
Don't be bad.
I've gone.
I want panda or king.
I had one last night.
I'm gonna play. I just updated it like 2 minutes
You
ago.
wanna go eat after school? Yeah, let's go.
You choke on those half-cooked vegetables.
Hey, We gotta get our veggies.
I'm not a rabbit. Still munching on the cut. Let me get some water,
Why are you
please.
hating on Panda?
Payway.
Oh my God.
It says
Don't
payway.
hate on Payway's so good though.
It is not
It's
that
like
amazing.
Is it down?
I've never tried it.
I'll take
Oh,
it.
that's what I was talking about. I was talking about payway.
Oh, really?
Payway's is good.
But it has its vegetables are cooked or what?
My only
They're
complaint about Panda now is that the ratio of veggies to noodles has changed. Like, there's so much more veggies in there, and like they don't even try to chop up their onions anymore. It's like they serve you and you get like half an onion, like all filled together there. Like, serious? Come on, man. Like, and all that cabbage in there too. It's like, man, where's the noodles?
I just pull it out and I just eat it.
Yeah, but then you end up like half of what you were served.
I get white rice, so then they'll put teriyaki sauce over it.
Oh, that's good.
white rice and teriyaki.
I've never tried that, but that sounds real good.
I love their teriyaki chicken.
I like the Oregon chicken.
So
All right, here we go. First, put it in standard form.
I did
Right?
that.
Good.
Oh.
Then what'd you do?
I didn't put it in charge.
Take out an N.
Take out an n, take out a common factor. So it looks like that. And then the inside gets factored, doesn't it? So it's going to look like that, which means your solutions are going to be, you're going to have three solutions here. 0, -4/3, and +1. Da-da-da.
Hold on.
I go with that too.
Did you say matachin?
I'm really hungry.
Oh, Tai Chi.
Yeah.
So what is it gonna be?
Tai Chi, martial arts Tai Chi?
Yeah.
You do it?
All the time.
Serious? I haven't seen the foreign exchange kid no more. The one from Japan.
Tashiki.
Dashiki.
Yeah, she.
I called him Dashiki a couple of times. He was like, no.
Aren't they going to Cali?
He's a weirdo.
The German is the cool one.
I haven't met the German one. Wait, Victoria? She's gone, isn't she?
There's another
No.
German.
Nah, Sandra's the
No, it's not.
you gotta know.
There's another German here.
There's more? That's awesome. Okay, here we go. Bop, bop, bop.
Oh, just gonna keep playing these games.
What's the time? What time are we at?
9 o'clock.
It's 9:03.
Oh my. All right, cool.